Hello traders out there in trader land, D7 here with Grok Trade, and the coronavirus is spreading. Everything is locked down. Schools, churches, ships for cruises, sporting events. It is all hysteria taking place. The Dow plunges, has his biggest drop, goes into bearish territory since the Great Depression. Look at this. On Friday, we had a big bullish move. Huge bullish move on the financials, up 13%. Guys, I can't even begin to tell you how historic this move is. These moves to the downside, moves to the upside. The last time we had 9% back-to-back moves, I looked this up. The last time that has happened for the S&P happened in October 1929. Anybody on this video listening to this, that was alive 1929, let me know. Kudos to you. I'll probably send you off like a coffee cup or something. Seriously, let me know. And so that's just insane. Last time it happened with the Dow was 1932. It's crazy, right? But financials up 13%. That is an eye-opener to me. But these sort of rallies is just unbelievable. Over 2,200 points. Up to 2,000 point move on the Dow. Just crazy. If you look here, silver down 6%, gold down 3%, VIX dropping 23, 258. We're at 57.8. Guys, VIX dropped 23%, ending at 57. We'll be looking at that. And Bitcoin has a nasty sell-off. We're at 5,300 on Bitcoin. So a couple things here, guys. So, subscribe and stuff if you haven't. Got a lot to go over here. But I want to say that this is the Dow's fastest move down from a record high to a bear market since 1931, and it happened in 19 days. 19 days is all it took. Just over 2 weeks from our highs to a market sell-off that goes in so deep, more than 20%, that goes into a bear territory. The last time this happened was in the Great Depression, 1931, and when that was on us, the Dow took only 15 days to do the same. This happened in 19 days. So this is likened to the Great Depression. This is historic times. This is crazy what we're seeing. I've been trading in the live markets 22 years. I lived to navigate turbulent waters of the technology bubble when it popped in 2000. That's when I was cutting my teeth. I started in 98. 2 years in, market dropped. I had to tread that water. Very turbulent. I made it. That helped me become the trader who I am today. And then 2008 happened, the financial crash. I saw it happening. I knew what was happening. I had that t-shirt. I knew what was going on. I capitalized on that drop big time. Here we are again looking at historic things. In 22 years, I didn't think I would keep seeing new things in the markets, but I keep seeing it. It's an amazing thing. I love trading. I love investing. I love making money in the markets. I love this. Volatility is what I look for as a trader. Give me movement, and that's where the money is. Give me movement. I hate the trickle stuff. You're just buying and holding, kind of letting it trickle into your account. I want big money coming into my account. That's what I'm after. Okay. Woo, mama. But Thursday was a big drop. The S&P suffered the worst day since 87. That was the Black Monday crash. Do you guys remember that in 87? I don't. I was in 7th grade then. I was not a trader. I don't remember that. I didn't live through that. Obviously, I know about it. The Dow on Thursday plunged 2,300 points. Are you kidding me? Or 10% in one day. It ended at 21,200. The S&P shed 9.5% on Thursday. That was 260 points. I mean, this is unbelievable. Closing at 2480 on the S&P. The NASDAQ tumbled 9.4% on Thursday. 750 points down. Oh, but Friday was a different ball game. President Trump came out, declared national emergency, and that gave us $50 billion. This is a spigot of funding that took place, right? That helps us in the combat of the coronavirus, COVID-19, as it is now defined a pandemic. So yeah, there's a lot of information. I went through and I was collecting all this info and I'm just shoveling it on top of you. But it's just fascinating. Okay, what we can expect in this video is I'm going to look at the technicals here, and I'm only looking at technicals. I'm not talking about the economics behind this, okay? So this is technical analysis, and we're going to analyze this technically, what we're seeing and what we can expect, okay? Oh, need to say this. If you are a 301, 401 Grok graduate, you are a mentee of ours. Look at your email. I sent out an emergency email saying we have an emergency meeting Sunday night, tomorrow night, time of this video. So that would be on the 15th, March 15th, Sunday night at 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, okay? You'll have a link. That's a private, exclusive link to you. Be on this. We're going to be going into great detail on what's happening in this market and talking about in great detail what we should expect next and how to manage especially our long-term investments, okay? So that's what we're doing. And for you guys who, we have a class this weekend coming up, feel free to join us. It's 3 days, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. Just go to Grok Mentor. Okay, that was a lot of stuff. Let's go. That was a lot of stuff. Let's go. The S&P daily chart, to me, looks like it's going to be a V-bottom. A V-bottom and something called capitulation. The capitulation is large volume after a big sell-off. We had a monster 19-day sell-off. This 19 days is historic. Things that go down fast tend to, oh, check this out, tend to go up fast and vice versa. Look at this golf ball I got. Can you guys see this? It's a Benjamin. It's a money ball. That's useless information. It doesn't help you. But watch this. I want you guys to watch this. The markets were at all-time highs. Then we dropped. When that happens, okay? When that happens, things that go down fast come back fast. Always remember that. What I see happening right now is a great excuse for a V-bottom to take place. That means the big rally that we have here, expect the same to be reflected to the upside here, okay? Right there. And then if it mirrors this, it goes up, it pulls back and up. So it mirrors this side. You just flip it. It comes up, it goes down and up. If we get that, you'll have a inverted head and shoulder trend reversal pattern, okay? If I look here at the MACD, we have a crossover. My metrics are different, 5, 9, and 2. I don't use the traditional. We teach something quite different for valid reasons. But we have a MACD line crossover on the centered oscillator with a big, healthy histogram tick, okay? I'm using a lot of terms you may or may not know. Go to freeonlinetradingeducation.com, freeonlinetradingeducation.com, and take the 101 course, or just go to the chart school, look up MACD, M-A-C-D. Okay. But we have what looks to be capitulation, what looks to be a V-bottom. It looks like we're ready to go higher. This is only valid on higher time frames, so I'm going to go to the higher time frame and see what's happening. Can you guys tell I'm excited? Oh, and I'm going to be opening up something at the end of this video. And that's going to be a surprise to me. It'll be a surprise to you. I'm going to be opening it up for all of us to see at the same time. Can't wait. So that's what we're doing at the end of this video. Stay tuned. Here is what I like on the bull side. This is the weekly chart. The weekly chart here is at a support line. We went down below a support line. We closed above it. That is huge that we did this. Okay, so the last two major points goes back here to 2016. That's February 2016. And then we're here at December 2018. Okay, those are our two major points. We went below it. We came back above it. We have the rising 50-week moving average, that's the red line here, and we're above all of that. This is a great place to find a bounce, a great place to find buyers to come in right here. It is a great excuse for buyers to come in right here and to rally higher. Okay, if I go to the monthly chart, now we're halfway through the month here, but I want to show you something interesting on the S&P 500 monthly chart. And it's this. We have this trend line, okay, coming up right here. So this goes back to 2011 to 2015, 2016, okay? We come up. We closed above it. Now, we didn't close. I stand corrected. We didn't close. This is a dynamic candlestick. It's still moving. The month isn't over yet. But look how we ended the week above this area. Same place where we opened it down here. Do you see this? Very, very interesting. We're right there. That's telling me that, whoa, buyers have a chance to come right back in. So if this happens, we get a bounce, we'll get back above this area, it'd be a shadow. Look how the shadows here, we popped down below this trend line, but then we rallied higher. Look how this shadow went down below the trend lines, but we rallied higher. Look here, when if this month closes above this area, say if we can close definitely above 280 on the S&P, that's what I'm looking for right now. We need to close above 280 for the month, so it's 2 weeks from now. If that happens, guys, look for this to perhaps rally back higher. That has a good chance of doing that. MACD, if you look at the MACD, we're heading down. We have two histogram ticks to the downside, and the signal line just crossed, or the MACD line rather. MACD did cross the 0 point. So that's in bearish territory right now, but I'm not so worried. Price action far outweighs any sort of indicator or oscillator. All right, so there it is. Watch that section again if I went too fast for you. So that's just something to keep in mind, okay? Now, here's the other big issue. Now, let me show this with you on the S&P. The S&P is far more important to me than any other index out there. And that's why I'm spending the time on it. If this is a V-bottom, or it may not be a V-bottom, meaning that it's not a bottom at all. This is just the sell-off of a major, bigger sell-off that's going to happen. The question is, did this sell-off trigger a recession? Will we have 2 quarters of a lack of growth? Will that happen? Maybe. I don't know. What I do know here is this is the biggest sell-off we have seen since the Great Depression. So don't let that be lost on you. Now, the other side is this hysteria? Is this unfounded fear? Have we gone too far with the rubber band example? Has fear gone too high? Will it come back quickly? Maybe. We do have the government doing some extraordinary measures to stimulate the market right now, and expect next week to be more. I fully expect that. But here's the deal. This could easily just be a bear pullback. We go down, 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 down. We pull up a little bit, and then we drop drastically yet again. We are below all major moving averages. Bearish. We're in a downtrend. Bearish. All major indicators and oscillators are bearish. They're all bearish. And I use TradingView charts here. And TradingView has a cool little thing. Like right here, if you look down, oh, you can't see. Let me do this. I'm going to move this over so you can see it. But it has this little thing. Anytime I click on a stock or a symbol, I can scroll the details and it will show me right here. Technical analysis is in sell territory on the that. If I go to, let's see what happens if I go to the weekly, see what it says. If it changes, hold on. Oh, it's not going to change. It's weekly. Okay, so there it is. If I click more here, so we got the oscillator sell, moving averages are a strong sell, summary is a sell. Okay, so it's a neat little thing, and you feel free to, there's a link to what I'm using here down in the description somewhere. All right, let's get this back over here. So if we go to the diamonds, same thing, look the same. This needs to rally back and strongly. We need to, on the diamonds, we need to get to 270 right up here. This 270 needs to be a rally of rallies. This week needs to be hugely bullish. It needs to be big time bullish, or we're just toast. Qs up, 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 up. It has a lot of overhead resistance. Russell's 2000, big hammer at a bottom. It looks like a great opportunity for a buy. I'll tell you this: if we have a bearish week, we are toast in the markets. It's just stick a fork in it. Financials had a great bounce. Because of that, I think that we're going to have a bullish week going into next week. But the question is, how short-lived will it be? Will it be a one-week bull and then the rest of it bearish? Very, very important. I need to see what's going to happen. Next 2 weeks are just critically important. It's just so important on how we close out the weeks. U.S. dollar had this just massive rally to the upside. It broke. So there's our jab. And anytime you have a jab, guys, a jab like this, know that it's going to be highly powerful. And sure enough, it was up, and it closed above a major area of resistance. U.S. dollar is on fire. That's putting pressure on U.S. stocks and all the precious metals, as you see already. And it didn't help out Bitcoin at all for the market to be that, U.S. dollar to be that strong. Crude oil stays down in bearish territory. Silver, huge drop. There's the bear pullback back here, bear pullback, and it sold off. Just horrible. See silver and gold in such bad shape, breaking all sorts of support levels. Not good at all. VIX got up here on Friday at one point. Got up to 77.6. Guys, last time that's happened is like a long time ago. The VIX is a fear indicator. The higher the VIX goes, the more fear there is. The more fear it is. So what all I'm going to do is kind of put that and see how far back this goes. This is going to go back 2008. I'm just showing you this. Last time we were there, 2008, November 2008, last time we were there. And the time that we hit it before the markets fell out was October 2008. That October 2008, we hit that, and then we went into it was just major problem in the markets. So for a couple years, even though the fear is dissipating, the markets bled out as far as on the economic side of things. Craziness. Bitcoin, let's go. If you double click the chart here and chart here, you get here. Just Wednesday is just when you can see here, everything's fine at this support line. Well, it's not, because we went below it right there. If I blow this up, I'll show this to you. You guys can see it. This trend line, we had support right there on that candlestick. Support. Had support. This one we went below. Do you see how we went below that trend line? Here, it tried to get back above it and just couldn't do it. And then it dropped. And then this trend line's acting as resistance. So Thursday went up, hit our head at it. Went up, hit our head at it, dropped, and boom, that's where we're at right now. So draw these trend lines correctly, and you'll be Johnny on the spot. You'll know exactly what's happening. So I hope this video has been of help to you. Now, you guys, for a reminder this weekend, feel free to join us. Just go to mentorship at Grok Trade. Let me just show it to you before I open up my thing. If you go to Grok Trade, click on Trading Mentor right here. And if you click on this, listen, anybody that does our call, I'm giving away a full week of our Stock Picks V newsletter. You'll get, or not a week, a full year. It's a weekly Stock Picks V newsletter, bullish list and a bearish list. The bear lists are money right now. I think we're the only group that does a bear list that's fundamentally picked. So if you want the best of the best companies to buy, we have that list. If you want the worst of the worst companies to buy, we have that list too. Bull and bear list. You go long and short. It's 2 lists for one price. You get it free for 365 days, a full year, just by showing interest and qualifying. The terms are down here. Terms, just read the terms. Okay, let's open up a gift. Let's do it. All right. So I'm going to do a couple things. You guys responded to my coffee. I was asking about coffee, and I'm getting ready to go and show you guys your comments. But one of my longtime faithful students, users, followers, sent me Black Rifle coffee. Has anybody ever had this? I hear the... Paul is his name. Paul did this, and Paul is a former detective for the state police. I won't tell you what state. Fantastic individual. He gave me this. I met him once in Florida. Gave me this great medallion. I'm looking for a knife. Where's my knife? That is weird. I have this knife. I have scissors. Let's see what's going on. Black Rifle coffee. Oh, check this out. Got this. This is Black Rifle Coffee JB, just black. Awesome. So this is JB. Oh, there's several of them in here. This is so cool. This is COF. See how they are very military and police friendly. This group is apparently. And it's veteran owned. It's on the back here. Oh man, another one. AK. The AK Espresso. I love it. It's a medium roast. Holy smokes. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 bags. Thank you, Paul. Paul, you rock. SS Silencer. That is so cool. Beyond Black. This is BB gun. Beyond Black. And there's another box in here. Let's open this dude up. What did I just do with my scissors? Yeah, Paul, I'm doing this because I was so appreciative of you thinking of me, sending this to us, that I'm doing a video on it, right? What is this? It's oh my goodness. Check this out. Holy smokes. That is cool. Look at that. Black Rifle Coffee Company mug. Love it. Paul, big thanks, my friend. Big thanks. Big thanks. Oh, man. I wanted to share something. I need to move this off screen just for a moment, okay? So you're not seeing anything at this moment because I need to go to my email and see if my wife sent this to me. Did she send it? I know she was going to. I have literally almost 14,000 emails. Janelle, right here. Is this it? Yes. Okay. One of our students coming in this weekend, his name's David. So if you join the class, you're going to meet David. David, you didn't know I was going to be doing this, and I won't share it all, but I do want to share this. I thought this was very interesting because when I came in today, Janelle said, hey, said you might be interested in knowing this. But he said, she goes, oh, I'm loving David. All right, so Janelle is my wife. A lot of people don't know that, but she handles a lot of the onboarding and stuff with the students. So that's my wife that does that. Says, I am becoming friends with David. All right, but you say, oh, hold on, right here, that you just finished the 201 course. Great. The 201 course, just so you guys understand, that we give that to you before the class so you can bone up on the core information. So when you start the class, you're all at the same page. All right. Many questions? Yeah. So here's the important part I want to say. He says that he comes from 4 generations of curlers. You know, the glass or the ice where you've got the curling puck or whatever you call that. Sorry that I'm butchering that. And you push it down the ice. You see in the Olympics. And speaking of that, you don't know this, David. One of my other students is the Olympic coach for curling, an Olympic coach for curling. I bet you know her. She's Wisconsin, Michigan, somewhere up there. Dakotas, maybe. But she's a student of ours. But you said curling is primarily a social game like golf or bowling. The competitive level requires strength, skill, endurance, savvy, and experience. The actual game is very complex, with skips thinking 50 plus moves in advance, and is constantly changing ice to humidity and sweeping. That part grabbed my attention because that is trading. Trading, you got to be thinking several steps in advance. And it's always it's a malleable, ever-changing environment that takes place. So you have to meticulously understand what to do and when to do it to be able to be successful at trading. Kudos to you, David, for understanding that and coming in and being a part of the class, because that is key. Most traders go into the markets like a gambler. Gamblers are the ones that we victimize. Now, I don't say that with malice, okay? But our students are more educated, more trained. They make money in the markets, though that money comes from others, okay? That money comes from other individuals. And those are less educated, less savvy investors, traders, okay? Those people that aren't at the same level don't do as well. It's just a numbers game. It's just scientific. I don't know how else to say it, okay? So that's it. But David, looking forward for you being part of the class and being a curler 4 generations. That is impressive. I have coached the junior team, ages 16 to 21, with my son on it to the 4 Grand National Championships on the East Coast. Wow. Which has taken me to the Midwest to compete. Holy smokes. I love it, love it, love it, love it. So curlers, man. So now I can say engineers come in through our course and pilots. Now I can add curlers to that. And yeah, so that's what we can do. So fun things. I'm sure I'm forgetting something, but that is it for now, I think. That is it. Let me end with this, and if you made it to the end, let me know that you made it to the end. Oh, no, this is what I was going to do. I was going to show you guys your comments, okay, on coffee. Let's go and do that. Let's go here. I think it was this one. Is this the coffee one? Come on, open up. Is this coffee? Can you guys see this? Thorny says, you might have the coronavirus. You sound sick. Be safe. I hope I don't have it, but glad you. Frank says, glad you brought up the deficit and debt problem. That is a major problem. Yes. Read these comments if you haven't done so yet, guys. People, you can see this. David, always appreciate your information. Yeah, all you guys. I see many of you guys. some good things. Make sure you guys read these. Harry Clark, this is like someone's pimping out somebody. I invest weekly. I recover all I've lost. The best account. Yeah, I hate that they do that. They come in. You guys make your own videos. You don't have to come on and promote yourselves on my stuff. Yeah, look at this. Some great stuff from Jackson. Sergio made it. Serious question though. Bitcoin next 5 to 10 years. Probably. I'm bullish on Bitcoin. Even though it's dropped, I'll be looking to buy more. Bitcoin's a long-term hold for me. I am. Coffee. Okay. 3 pounds. Costco. Okay. So Matt says this. Warwick says the really like Jose's 100% Colombia Supremo medium roast coffee at Costco. Like that. I like that. See, that's a good one. I need to, I'll write that down. So, buy Illy coffee. You can buy them by the can, except no substitute. Well, that's interesting. Illy coffee. So I have to look up Illy from Gwent Champ. I made it to the end. I agree. I love these. Good job, D7. I'm looking for coffee. Thanks for all you, Tom. Really appreciate you. Hey, Tom. He's a student of ours. Incredible, interesting. Thank you. Subscribe. Thanks, Jim, for subscribing. Love it. Great video. Couldn't wait. More about the length of time on the downturn. Very interesting. Couldn't agree more. Yeah, I know. Made it to the end. All right. CNBC Point. Hey, James Lewis. A lot of good stuff here. I love how you guys are replying to each other, talking. What? Made it to the end. There were some other coffee things. I remember reading them. Where are they? Hey, Joseph, I see your stuff. Web, always. Yeah. Love it, love it, love it. Crispy Critter, Adam King, Salge, Trump. I'm looking for... There were more coffees. Where are the coffees at that you guys are helping me with? Excellent video. Pete's from Costco. Organic Pete's. Does anybody have that? That's interesting. Costco come up twice. I don't have a Costco account. I used to. I need to probably get that again. Costco's got it going on, it sounds like. So Pete's, that's another one for Pete's. Sumatra, best beans in my opinion. That's interesting. So that's come up twice. Bubble crash, $11. I'm going quickly, but Jesse and Spanky and Nick and Jesse and Ecosystem and Juan, and I got all you guys. Coffee. I hope I'm not missing this. Hey, Des, you mentioned you made 25 during the flash crash and had to give it back. Do you think those traders who lost money during the flash crash lost their refunds? Yeah, as far as I know, they just washed all the trades, John. All the trades were just a wash. They just took it all away. They just said it's all null and void. So majority of people out there were very happy. I was not one of those people, and I'm still not. I put my money at risk. It was my money at risk. Even though it wouldn't have technically been at risk because of an anomaly, it was my money I put at risk. I made that money. You don't have the right to take that from me. Oh, man, just don't get me started. Starbucks, Pike. I like Pike. When I go into Starbucks, Rick, I'll get Pike usually. I agree. It's a good one. Looking for something not so mainstream. Opinions on DAX. Illy Coffee, there's number 2. That's interesting. And both of you guys have names that I think that you might be not American, which I don't know, right? You could be American, but Illy Coffee has come up twice now. That's interesting. Pete's Coffee again. So Pete's has come up, 3 times now? That's really good. Cold brew, I'm telling you, man, that's Starbucks cold brew. If you haven't had the nitrous or nitro cold brew, that is great. It's so smooth. That's the best way I can say that. So Alan seems to be quite the guy. Joe's Black Honey Process. That is interesting. So Todd's Brew Kit. Toddy. in the toddy brew kit. That's good stuff, Alan. Good stuff. Debt. Sorry, that's totally wrong on COVID-19. Okay, so JB says I'm totally wrong COVID-19. Yeah, I could be, right? I don't claim, I'm not a scientist. I'm not a doctor. I just going off what I see from people. And I read all these. I wish this has been a busy week with the markets and trading. I just haven't time to respond. I usually respond to all you guys. It's just been crazy. I wish I cranked out a couple other videos this week. I just could not get to it. But look at the content that you guys are delivering. It's just so rich. It's so good, guys. Love what you're saying here. Everything's being read. Bill, I think this is Bill who I know. And if this is the Bill who's our student, which I'm not sure if it is or not, from Indiana, then a big real estate investor, and he's highly educated on what's going on out there, and he's a 401 student. That says a lot. He's top tier. James 77777. Love your comments. Good stuff. Answer your political question at the end. Plain and simple. Trump is a hypocrite. I listened to the end. The elephant in the room is 23 trillion deficit. It is, Bernard. It is. And we got to address that soon. I look at the technicals. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, I love that. You look at the technicals. Look at the technicals. Don't care about the virus or what you think's going to happen. Just look at the technicals. Play the technicals. That's all you do. Play the technicals. Play the technicals. There it is. And the video before this, we talked about the economy and the brilliance that come out in what you guys said. And somebody made the comment, Dad, you need to bone up on your economics more. And I agree with you. The reason I don't put more time into it is because I let the technicals do the talking. I learned that listening to people or what's happening in the economy doesn't give me an indicator. Price action gives me the indications, right? Price action and volume, because that's raw data. That's what tells me what reality is. Regardless of if it was what the catalyst was for that movement, it doesn't matter to me. All that matters is what is happening, right? So hope that makes sense to you. Now, it snowed here in Indianapolis, and the schools are out. We homeschool. So I'm thinking about taking the kids sledding. I think that's what I'm going to do. Thank you, Paul. I am geeking out on getting into this coffee. All right, guys. Be safe out there. Have a good one. Take care. Bye.